it's Shelley and Nelly. I'm so sorry that this video is late. I must have filmed this vlog about 4 times this week, but something just kept happening and time just really got away from me, so I'm sorry for the lateness of this video. But I have had a really lovely couple of weeks. It's been really nice. Working so much. Summer's my busiest time, but I've just been looking after so many dogs. And more dogs. And more dogs. Which has been lovely, apart from the rain. The rain has been sort of hit and miss the last couple of days. It's supposed to be summer. But it's made my hair super curly because it keeps getting wet and then drying and then wet and then drying, so I've ended up with these really tight curls at the minute. Oh, and I've dyed my hair, as you can probably tell. I just fancy going a bit lighter. It's still a bit too yellow for my liking, but that'll wash out in a couple of washes. But I felt like going back to light blonde for a bit. I've been out quite a lot this week, going for some walks and going out for dinner. Me, Mill and Jay had a really nice dinner out last week. Managed to keep Amelia entertained while we were waiting for the food.
Do you need some help with the little crosswords?
Number 1. Where's number 1?
Do you know what a 1 looks like?
Where's number 1?
Do you know what a 1 looks like?
Oh, there we go.
Ah, it's beautiful. Went for some nice walks down the river with the Tancred lads and Daisy and Lana and Jaden and Amelia. Going to see all the little ducklings that have just come out, and it's just been really nice weather to be able to just chill and go for some nice long walks. Also this week went shopping for the convention, trying to get everything ready for next weekend. Really looking forward to it, can't wait. I've been making some little key rings to give out at the convention. I like doing little things every year. I know Shelley's like, you don't have to do something every year. And this year, to be honest, I wasn't going to do anything. I thought I'd leave it, but I like making little things because it gets me in the sort of frame of mind for the convention. Yesterday, because I'm filming this on Sunday, I know, I'm so bad, terrible vlogger. Yesterday we went to Grimsby for a Pioneer Day, which was really nice. Saw lots of my family. Obviously I grew up in Grimsby congregation, Grimsby-Willesby congregation. I was there till I was 10 years old, and I've still got quite a lot of family and friends there. But it was kind of weird going back. It was like stepping into the past. Seeing a lot of the brothers and sisters, some of whom have not changed at all, and it's just so nice to see them, and they're all like, I can't believe that's you. But then I was doing the exact same thing to some of the people I left the congregation, and they were little babies, and now they're men and women, and it's terrifying. I honestly couldn't believe it. I was just in shock. It was a really lovely day. We did some fantastic ministry, doing the campaign for the convention. We went for a picnic in People's Park at lunchtime, did a bit more ministry, and then we went back for a barbecue, so that was really nice. Well done on your video last week, Nell. I know it's not easy to talk about being down and anxious and depression and stuff. I know for me, I suffer with anxiety and depression, and it kind of comes in waves. I'm alright for a bit, and then I start noticing changes in my personality where I get very angry very easily, or a bit paranoid, self-conscious, start withdrawing from people. And sometimes it's very subtle and you just think maybe I'm just having a bad day. But then the bad days sort of keep happening and you realise actually maybe there's something wrong. I think the main thing, you think if you just admit that there's a problem and that you ask for help, that's 50% of it already done. Making yourself hang out with friends when you really don't want to, that's the hard part, because there's a lot of times where you just can't face people, but sort of forcing yourself to go and mix with people and sort of do the opposite of what you feel like you want to do, that's a big part of it. I find that when I'm in a really bad place, the best thing to do is to pray, like just before you even get out of bed in the morning. As soon as I open my eyes in the morning, pray to Jehovah. Best way to start the day, and it just, because sometimes, you know, you just need the strength to get out of bed in the morning, and that's the best way to do it. I love my music. I adore my music so much. But obviously, living in the house with Amelia and Jaden, they don't always appreciate me blasting my music out really loud. So I love and I treasure those moments where I'm in the car on my own, on my way to work or back, or you know, or just going for a drive, and blasting my tunes really loud and singing at the top of my lungs.
She played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on her neck and then I took her by the hands, and baby, I just wanna dance.
And also something fun that you need to try. Both need to try at some point. I got a load of water balloons because it was so hot, and we thought we'd have like a water fight, and we've yet to use them, but they were sort of sat on the side, and I thought, well, I'll try and blow up a few and then just throw them in the garden. And I tell you now, for anyone with anxiety and stress, that is such a good way to release tension. Blowing up a water balloon and just lobbing it and watching it explode everywhere, it's the best. So I would highly recommend, if you're really tense and you're just thinking, oh, I just really need to take my frustration out on something, it's so calming and satisfying to just throw water balloons and just watch them splatter everywhere. It's brilliant. As I say, sorry again for the lateness of this week's vlog. I've been all over the place. I kept putting it off, and then I kept filming bits, and then something else would happen, and then filming something else, and then something else would happen. Honestly, it's been crazy, but I'm so glad that I finally got it done, and I'm looking forward to seeing you, Shelley, at next week's convention. I honestly cannot wait. Nell, I can't wait to see you again. I hope it's not too long before we see each other face to face. But in the meantime, I'm enjoying keeping up with you video wise, and keep up with your running. You're doing really well. My mum tried doing that 5k thing, and she's really enjoyed it. So keep doing it. Well done. And I will see you both next week. Mwah.